Hello everyone, welcome. I have an adorable page that I want to color with all of you. January is my birthday and also my daughter's birthday. We are 4 days apart. I tried to hold her in 4 more days, just didn't happen. So we are going to tackle this image. This is My Little Angel by Mariolabudek, and I will put her Etsy link, which is where I got it, in the description if you would like it. But I figured I will try to keep it in 2 parts, but no guarantees. I'm going to start with my hair and skin, and then we will do hers. I am going to use my hair color and skin tone and her hair color and skin tone as close as possible, and we will go from there. So I'm going to pull you in a little, and we will start with skin. Okay, so for my skin tone, I am obviously very pale with some freckles. So I am going to keep my skin fairly light and pinkish. So I'm going to stick with my regular nectar. And again, this is just Pen & Gear cardstock from Walmart, by the way, and Prismacolors. And I'm just coming in very light and marking my darkest areas here. Now I'm going to put a little makeup on my eyes. So this is Nectar, and this is our darkest dark. Now I'm not going to come in my darkest areas and put this down and start blending right away. We want a very light touch. While we're kind of in our planning phase here. So we put this line up here that makes our collarbone show a little. My darkest color back where the hair goes. And the jawline. Now I know Mariola had a baby herself, so I'm assuming that was the inspiration for this piece. She put it out a little while ago, maybe a month or so now. But Bings, me, and my little are so close in birthdays, and I did have to wait 10 years for her to get here. I figured this image was perfect, and I wanted to tackle it for our birthday month. Okay, trying to keep a little bit of that curve on the forehead here. I am going to color this a little with my medium color so that when I blend the hair, it will already have the skin tone kind of built into it. This side of my face, if I could talk tonight, is going to be kind of my shaded face because of the way her head is tilted. So I am going to shadow under these eyes. I printed the dark, so if you buy this on Etsy, you get, I think, a light and a dark, maybe a medium. I tried the light, which you think would be neat, but I don't like it. I like the dark. I don't know what it is. But it's great for practicing shading because it shows you where every little dark spot and dimple and thing is. So. Okay, obviously we will smooth this out a little when we get the rest of our colors built in a little more here. I missed her dimple right next to her mouth, and I am just lining her lip a little with my darkest color. I will probably go for pale lips, but I still kind of want to have that dark built in. So I am not going bold and bright on this image. I will be pulling more of my softer tones. Let's see if we can get a nice soft look on it. Okay, so here I'm kind of evening up cheekbones. And I'm going to pull my lightest, which is a light peach. Now, this is a Prismacolor Premier, and I noticed that I have another one, possibly. I just did a swatch, and I think I put it back because I wanted to use this one. Anyways, I have another one that is the same color, but it is a little more pinker. So you might check your light peaches and make sure it is the peach tone you want. One sec. Okay, so there are my two light peaches. And I think I just got them out of different sets. I think one is out of like the older Prismas. But just be aware, there's not a huge difference, but just a little. And so I wanted this less pinker one. I'm going to make her a little more pinker. Being she's blonde hair, blue eyes. Okay, so now I'm filling in my highlights. This is my highlight color, so that stripe down my nose. The cheeks I'm actually going to add a little pink to. Okay, make sure I'm still on camera here. Okay, so then I'm going to grab a light pink. And not a whole lot. Just enough to give my cheeks a little color. And I'm actually going to pull a one darker. This is a blush pink. And just kind of put my cheeks in, make sure they're even. I'm going to put a tiny bit on my nose. I don't want a sunburnt nose. Not the look we're going for. We're just adding a little more pink to her face. Okay, and then we're going to go all the way back through again with our colors. So again, here is our nectar. Okay. And I might touch up the nose more at the end, but I kind of want to see what it's looking like when I get it blended out with this layer before I add too much of the rest. Okay, so in with our peach. Again, kind of want, they got a little curve right here where the hair, we kind of want to follow that. Same on this side, keep that nice little curve. Again, darken that a little. Okay, quickly filling in my little neck area here. I'm going to darken this one little spot here and right here because those are like smile lines. Okay, and then light peach. So if there are any other Capricorns out there, happy birthday to you, or January birthdays if you're not a Capricorn. I'm not sure how we're celebrating just yet, but I will fix this little splotch on her face right there once I get everything kind of blended in. You'll see how the pink on her cheeks blends in nicely. She doesn't look like she has a rash or anything. Kind of what we're going for. Now her lip might take a little more work once we get, I could quit dropping it, into the finer detailing of things, but I am just going to kind of give her lip liner with it for now. I'm going to darken this spot, so this line and this line. Now see, I am just barely lightening or touching it and just kind of darkening it until I like it. I'm not pressing hard, and I'm still going to blend it out a little. I'm going to add a little right here and give that nose a little definition. Okay, then we're going to highlight this chin. All right. So sticking with the light theme, I'm going to take that blush pink. I'm going to go a little darker on the edge, so I'm going to bring in some pomegranate, just barely. Just to darken that one a little bit. I'm also going to go across her eyelashes with my dark. Okay, and this is blush pink. And then we're going to pull light pink. Pardon the noise. That is not as light as I wanted. That's okay. Making sure everything is blended. I'm going to take a little bit of white. Just kind of soften everything down. I'm going to darken a little on this side. Give it a little highlight in the middle here. There we go, I think I like that better. And then her eyelashes, I will come in with a fine line black pen. So again, pomegranate, darkest section, blush pink, blend it out with my light pink that's not very light, but I want to keep the same look on both sides now. I might even adjust that purple look a little, but we'll see how it plays out with the rest of the, and a little white. Alright, so there is our face skin anyway. Lips, I'm going to do this nice light pink as well. This is my blush pink, and I will come back and add detail to these. but I'm gonna leave them like that for the moment, and we're gonna do some hair. So I pulled dark brown, chocolate, light umber, and not that, peach beige for hair. I have a light brownish blondish hair, so we're gonna try to replicate that here. So very sharp tips for this type of hair. I'm gonna turn it a little so I can follow her lines, and this is my dark. So I am going to flick, 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 following those hairlines. Okay, so just building up my dark here. This section right here where you have some flyaways, very important you do the flick so you get free looking flyaways. Okay, making sure around my flower is dark. And I might come back and darken those spots with another color, but I want to darken them now too. Okay, chocolate is going to be our next color. Now be mindful, she already has the highlights put in for us, so we don't have to worry about trying to find them or even them out or anything like that ourselves. Chocolate is almost too soft to do hair with, but I do like the color. Okay, not much to see yet, I know. It's a little bit of a process. Okay, then we're going to take that raw umber. Now I work dark to light. If you want to put your light in first, it works. Just do the reverse order. Okay, peach beige. Now this is going to look weird. This looks out of place and really yellow. So let me fill in a few spots here. And I'll show you what our hair looks like now. And then we will fill it in and fix her up, and we will do a before and after. So here's our wild hair so far. So if yours looks like this, don't quit. You're on the right track. That was half my problem when I started coloring, is it would look like this and I'd be like, it don't look right. It don't look how everybody else's does at this stage. Throw it away. Keep working it. So now we're going to come back. Dark. Making sure my roots are dark. And I might even bring in one darker brown for that. Let me see if I want, I think, well, hold on. I'm going to pull another color, but I don't want to have to dig for it right this second. So putting our chocolate in here. Now we want nice smooth transitions here. Okay, now with our light umber, here's what we're going to do. We're going to come over and we're going to do over the whole highlighted section. So we're going to keep with the flow of the hair. Let me bring you in just a little. Okay, I know we're kind of sideways, but hopefully you'll still be able to see. So we're going to keep with the flow of our hair here. Let me do this little section here. So we're going over our highlight, darkening the rest of the hair. Alright, now looking at it, you can tell where we're going to come back in and darken some spots. So 1 second. So we're going to pull our espresso out of our Prismacolor, and we're going to darken just a couple spots. Now we don't want to use it too much because then it loses the effect it has of being a deep shadow. But we do want to add just a little bit more color to this hair here. And I am going to blend all this out again, so it doesn't have to be perfect. But like right here where this curl is, we want to define that line. We're going to keep our flyaways flying, and this curl right here, we're going to define it. So putting some of our little hair streaks back in. Smooth that out a little. Now obviously this will take a little bit of time and a little bit of playing with, so you're not going to get the exact finished look right off you may be hoping for, but we're going to keep working it. We want to make sure we blend that dark though, we don't want no. So we're going to blend those in a little. Okay, we're going to add a little chocolate now. And then we'll fix up our light. So there is one little section of hair. I have a couple spots that are still rough. I will get fixed up when I can turn and not make everybody so dizzy. But there is that one, and I will just continue the same process. So I'm not going to put that espresso in first, even though I pulled an extra color. I'm going to stick with my original colors. So I'm putting this in the darkest of dark spots still. Sorry about that. Princess Elsa needed a costume change. Okay. So super sharp tip if you are doing the flicking of the hair. Helps a bunch. And then continue on. So here goes our chocolate, same thing. light umber. Then I have to pull a longer pencil. It is hard to flick with this tiny pencil. Alright, peach beige. So again, just putting this one in, I'm not necessarily flicking it because I'm going to come back and put in all those little lines anyway. So up to you on preferred method. Again, I'm not a professional. I learn by watching. Others do. So this one strand of hair right here bothers me. I'm going to have to fix that. It just looks too perfectly straight lined right there. Okay, and then back with our dark. So dark brown. Not bringing in my dark yet. Just reinforcing our layers. Now right here where these two meet, this is a great spot for our dark, but we're not going to bring it all the way through. That's too much. So then we go over with our light umber again. Speaking of, while we're finishing up here, if you have any requests, things you would like to see in this year, 2023, please let me know. Leave a comment or reach out to my Facebook, Instagram, anything. And put my email down below. Excuse me. Helps me create content. I have a few things going for January, but of course, as always, knowing what you want to see helps me create content you want to see. Okay, totally forgot this whole section up here. So she looks like she got a bad dye job here. We're gonna fix that up a little. Okay, so you can definitely tell where we have come back and worked our color and added some extra, and where we have just kind of got started. But I think it's a gorgeous hair color. I'm sure some of you will knock this out of the park. I've seen some fantastic hair done on Mariola's pages, which is neat. I will get there someday. Few thousand more hours of YouTube, probably. Alright. So I am going to leave it at that for now. See how we made that little curl pop out? This will darken up to match that when I get a few more layers in, but when you come back I should have her hair and her skin finished and her lips. And pull you out. Alright, so there we are so far. Oh, holy shine. Alright, there we are so far. Again, this needs one more layer to match the rest, but I hope you're enjoying this. I hope to see you for part 2. Happy 2023. Happy birthday to us January babies. And I'll see you next video.